What's up, everybody? It's your boy L Slack, and you're watching the Vulgar Uplander. How we doing today? It's 9:31 on a Wednesday afternoon. Before I start this video for real, before I start talking about upland stuff, can I vent a little bit? Can I talk about some IRL shit that happened yesterday that fucking sucks? Just sometimes it's good to just get it out. And so, anyway, there's a series of events that happened yesterday, and I'll try to keep it brief. But sometimes I feel like I just gotta share some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll bring it back to Upland. So if you don't know, I work in a prison for youth, a youth prison. And so I'm in a meeting yesterday with my boss and some other managers, and we're going over a process that about a month ago we all had a conversation about, and we came to an agreement on how we were going to handle it. And so I had put out the process for how this thing was to go. And so I put it out, and then it finally came around to the point where hey, we actually had to implement the process officially for the first time. And there was a bunch of bullshit that happened. The staff were pissed off about it, and even though they've been informed, and it's been about 3 weeks or so of them knowing exactly what the fuck is going on. Anyway, so then we have our leadership meeting yesterday, and it was basically long story short, my fucking boss fucking gaslights me, makes me think I'm crazy, we didn't fucking have this conversation as a team, and then was just oh yeah, well we need to review this before we put it out. I'm like, we did all of that. This is what we agreed upon. He's like, well, we need to look at it again and all this other shit. I'm just like, okay. He's like, so we're gonna hold off on doing this fucking thing that you spent a lot of time putting out there after we talked about it, because there was some staff that were pissed off that had to use it for the first time. So yeah, it was just it was real dumb. And so I left that meeting, and I talked to one of my other managers, and was like, hey, did I misremember something? Did I fuck this up? And she's like, no, you didn't. What you did is exactly what we talked about, but for whatever reason he doesn't remember it, or I don't know. It was fucking bizarre. So I left that meeting just what the fuck, whatever. Move on. I'll just do what he asked, and that's the job. Sometimes you just gotta just move on. Anyway, so that was annoying, but not a big deal. Whole day goes by, whatever. It was a busy day. I get off work. I get a call. Now, I'm not a big fan of getting a call on my way home from work, and I drive, almost 2 hours to and from work every day. I'm currently on that drive right now. My wife calls and says, hey, we don't have any toilet paper. Will you stop by the store and grab some toilet paper? I try to just okay, cool. Kind of need it. I'm probably gonna have to take a shit at some point today. Better just have it, so I don't get too pissed off. But naturally, just it kind of irks me because she knows better. I know that sounds shitty, but everybody's got the things, man. My thing is hey, after I've worked all day, can you please not call me and just ask me to go to the store? But whatever, it wasn't that big a deal. I went and got toilet paper. Actually went and got some food for dinner too. So anyway, it was fine. I'm checking out, and this person, as I'm bagging my, I don't know if you guys have a Winco around you or whatever, just a grocery store, whatever. I'm at a grocery store, and this dude comes up. He goes, hey, I'm actually wearing my work shirt still because I haven't gotten home yet to change. And so he asked me hey, do you support your organization? And I go, well, I didn't really even say much. Didn't really talk to the guy. I didn't talk to the guy at all. I'm literally bagging my groceries. And he goes, do you support your organization? I go, well, I work there. That's all I said. And then this dude, for about 3 minutes or so, just flies off the handle. Now, little backstory. Currently, the organization I work for has got some legal issues. As you do, like, you work in the prison system, things happen. You get sued. The agency does. That's not uncommon. It's not uncommon in the prison system for, things to happen. If you've ever seen Orange is the New Black, for real, some of that's not very far from the truth. Sometimes staff hook up with kids. Sometimes staff hook up with other staff. Sometimes kids hook up with other kids. Sometimes there's rape. Sometimes there's, people bring in drugs or contraband. These things happen. It's unfortunate. It's bullshit. It's dumb. It's frustrating when you find out somebody you thought was a friend has done something super fucked up. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So I'm checking out, and I tell the guy, I work there. That's all I say. He goes, you're a fucking piece of shit. We're in a grocery store. There's children around. There's people. And I just kind of like look at this dude, and he just continues. He's like, you're a fucking cocksucker, motherfucker. You deserve to die. You should be embarrassed for the organization you work for. A bunch of fucking rapists. You rapist piece of shit. Just goes off on all the things that you can imagine some probably former inmate would say to somebody. He has no idea. I don't know who this person is. He has no idea who I am. I'm assuming. I've never met this kid. I would assume he's like 20 years old. No clue who this person is. They have no idea what my job is, what I do there. For all they know, I could be a fucking receptionist. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. And so I'm just grinding I didn't even respond. I didn't even look this dude's direction. I'm expecting, like, okay, this dude, if he doesn't stop here soon, he keeps getting closer, by the way. I'm like thinking, I'm gonna have to fight this dude in a fucking Winco. And not because I want to fight him. I mean, I do. Deep down, I'm pissed off because I got this guy just screaming at me while I'm bagging my groceries after kind of a weird day at work about how much of a piece of shit I am and I need to die and I'm a rapist and sex offender and all this other crazy shit. So I don't say a word. I just don't even give him the time of day. I'm thinking, all right, man, if this keeps going, he's gonna probably assault me or something. I'm gonna have to fight this dude. Luckily, I think his girl. I did my best to just ignore him 100%. I have everybody in the damn store staring at me, and I don't know what they're thinking, right? I'm just like, okay, I didn't say a word to this idiot, even though I wanted to say all the words, but I'm in my OA. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt. It's like an OA sweatshirt that I wear for work. I'm not gonna cause a scene in public wearing my work attire. So I just grind my teeth and just do nothing about it. And I'm thinking, thank God he left. And this lady, I feel so bad because this lady's got like her 2 little kids. And they're talking about it, and they're like, that guy was really mad. And I'm just like, yeah. And the lady goes, do you know him? Or does he know you? I go, I have no idea who that person is. She goes, man, he really, really doesn't like you. I go, I guess so. And so and deep down, I'm just like, I want to just light this dude up. But you can't, because I'll get fired if I do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just got to keep it cool because I'm a public servant. I can't do shit like that. I just gotta play it cool. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I'm gonna walk out, the store. This dude's gonna blindside me or something as I walk to the parking lot. Luckily, that didn't happen. But now I'm paranoid. I'm like, I'm gonna have to defend myself at some point. Fortunately, all the worst things I was worried about didn't happen. I was worried this dude was gonna follow me home. He was gonna, case my car or something. Once I got in there, he didn't do any of that shit. So thank God for that. But I couldn't tell you how fucking pissed off I was, and because sometimes you get these assholes and they're like, "Oh man, wait till I see you on the outs, I'm gonna fuck you up," and I'm just like, "All right, man." And they're like, "Well, things are different on the outs. Like in my job, we don't get any weapons, we don't get any like spray or anything like that. We get nothing. It's just you and your ability to de-escalate youth. Sometimes we'll take kids down. I say kids, but they're like 13 to 25, so half of them are kids. So anyway, we just do hands-on stuff. That's it. We don't get anything else. We can handcuff kids or youth or offenders or whatever the hell you want to call them. But yeah, it was. If I wasn't in that situation, I don't know what I would have done had I not been at the grocery store. Had I just been walking down the street and some dude recognized me, I don't know how that would have went down. But maybe fortunately, I was at the grocery store and I wasn't able to make a scene because, oh my God, it took everything in me not to do anything. I don't know if any of you have ever been in that kind of situation where you just have to just take it. It sucks. It sucks really bad. Yeah, I was just so fucking pissed off after that for the whole rest of it. I'm still pissed off about it. And I wish I knew who that kid was so that I could call his parole officer and be like, "Hey, this idiot, confronted me at the store." Because that's the thing, if we have contact with former inmates, we gotta report it. But I don't know who it is, so I can't report it. No idea who that dude is. Anywho, so yeah, then I go home and I got some cardboard to burn. I take the groceries home. We're making dinner. I'm like, well, I'm gonna burn some of this cardboard because my recycling bin is full, and that shit goes out tomorrow. So I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna burn this excess cardboard, right? I throw it in the fireplace and I start burning it. I don't know, 10 minutes later, I hear a poof. What the fuck was that? So I walk over to the fireplace. That's where it sounds like it's coming from. The glass to my fireplace just fucking shatters. Just breaks into a bazillion pieces. So now I'm looking at this. The fire's out. I don't know if it got really hot and then cooled down and just, I don't know, just shattered. Tempered glass. If you know what tempered glass looks like when it shatters, it just shatters into a bunch of little pebbles. So yeah, so now that shit's all over. I can't use my fucking fireplace. It was a fuck day yesterday. Yesterday was a fuck day. It sucked. Bringing it back to Upland, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm gonna go sit in front of my computer for, an hour before I decide I'm gonna go to sleep. And I talked to some other players, and I struck a deal with somebody for some prison balls, ironically, that I make in the game. So I'm happy about that. So that was a bit of good news. That I was just reserving stupid screen, you piece of shit. Yeah, so I was reserving some stuff, made some up picks, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Up to about 108,000. I saw that I got my winnings from fantasy football through the Upland Fantasy Football League, so I was pretty stoked about that. Got my Dutch brothers here. I'm trying to turn this shit around, man. Not bad. Got some weird drink today. It was some marshmallow thing, some new kind of drink that they concocted. So I was like, nah, fuck, give me the weird one. Not bad. Yeah. So I'm up on some UpX, so I'm happy about that. Sold some of my map assets. There's an ambulance. Hopefully somebody's okay. Not too fucked up. Yeah, so anyway, that was my bit of bad news for yesterday. Just wanted to vent a little bit about sometimes this is not the first time something like this has happened. This is kind of the most maybe frustrating one that's happened, because I've been confronted before in public. Not typically that publicly, but oftentimes when it happens, it's usually good. I got former inmates who'll come like, "Hey, it's good to see you. I'm doing really well. Yada yada yada." Like, and I'm just like, "Dude, congratulations, man. I'm glad to hear it." Stuff like that. Not usually I get yelled at, especially by somebody I don't know. You know, I could understand it if I worked with this person, and they thought I was an asshole or whatever. You know, because sometimes that happens. You can't always be Mr. Nice Guy, and a lot of these, not a lot of them, but some of them, you know, have distorted views of reality, and so, you know, whatever. I don't need to get into it, but they think you're wrong. They think they're right. Anywho, yeah, it was just, it was bizarre and frustrating. But anyway, so yeah, Upland sold some shit. Yesterday I was pretty stoked about that. I reset my home address back to Granada Hills, where it rightfully belongs. I have followed through with my bet with the Dirty Hyde Park Ninjas. I said I would. We made a deal. Whoever could mint out first, they had to move their home address to the rivals neighborhood. So I lost. I had to set it to Hyde Park. So that I just now sent it back. So whatever, that's fine. Yeah, things are looking okay in Upland here. Did you guys see the thing that X1 put out, or talked about, I guess, the Block Explorer kind of list of all? There are some fucking cool ones in there, man. I was looking through that last night as I'm reserving these things, and I didn't know that some of these things existed. I was like, oh fuck, do I really want one of those? I just gotta find them in UpX, because I could only find some of the ones I really liked were either stupid expensive for UpX and USD, or they were only for USD. But if I could find, like, you know, a reasonable price in UpX, I would just go buy one. Especially like that FIFA one, the women's FIFA Cup, the Kiwi coin or some shit like that, I think is what it's called. I really like women's soccer, so I don't know. I was like, oh, this was really cool. I want that one. Anyway, but it was like $10 USD. So I'm like, well, if I could maybe find an equivalent, you know, fair price in UpX, I'll buy one. But I didn't find one. Anyway, there's some other really cool ones I really want, which I'm gonna have to probably go hunting for here shortly. Yeah. I also had I was looking on my phone earlier. I was talking to some. I had some new subscribers, some new players, hit me up, which was really neat. It was good to see that. Sorry, I got something in my throat. I better take another drink of this coffee. Clear that up. It was nice to see that, you know, in the little bit of video that a couple of these new players watched, that I was able to help them out, and they learned a lot in just a little bit that I shared. So there was actually I think it's like Sir Mitch sent me this really nice message, which was very, very nice to see. Especially after I had like a fucking shit day yesterday, somebody coming back and then saying something really nice. You love to see that. That's really the goal. You know, for me, one, keep it real. Two, I want to help out players. We've all made those like super cringeworthy mistakes early on, and it sounds like Sir Mitch has found some content early on. Like, it took me like 6 months before I even thought, like, I should probably check YouTube. I bet you there's some shit on here. So I made lots of fucking mistakes. Lots. Made a lot of bad deals. Bought dumb properties before I knew what the hell was going on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm glad that you know, some of these new players are catching on early, and could get some help, get the help that they need. So, yeah, Sir Mitch, thank you for the nice message. I will reserve you a tea bagger in my showroom. I'll try to do that tonight if I don't forget. Feel free to send me as many reminders as you need, as I can sometimes be forgetful. So, anyway, one of the things that, and I hope he doesn't mind that I bring this up, he had won something on, I think, like the UpX podcast extravaganza or something like that, and he was like, oh man, I didn't accept it because I felt bad. I don't know why I felt bad, but I will say this, like, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad that you won something ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this community is super giving, and people are very gracious with their stuff. Oftentimes, if it's being given away, or like you won something, it's either you earned it, or sometimes there's a marketing thing behind it. I don't necessarily know. I don't do that so much because I don't really have much to market. But I just like giving shit away because I like, I want to help people. I want to help people that helped me. And sometimes that's just what people are doing. They just want to help people that helped them, because at one point they were new and they need a come up. And so, like, accept the help, and accept, if you get something cool, even if you don't have anything, like if you get a structural ornament and you don't have anything to put it on, hold on to it, because at some point you will, and it plays into the the seasons, and it'll be nice to have when the time comes. So yeah, hold on to that. So if you win a map asset, dude, keep it, or flip it and sell it or something. Like, nobody's gonna be bothered by that. Nobody's gonna get upset. There's lots of these things to go around. Like, for instance, my prison walls, I got. Hold on, I gotta pass this guy. He's going slow as fuck. We can't be having that. The prison walls, I got like. You could just pick a number, right? It doesn't cost me anything more, to just put a random number in there. So like I said, hey, make 50,000 of these fucking things, or maybe it's 500,000. I don't remember. It was some crazy number. Because I'm like, well, I want to be able to make these for a long, long time, and I want to have lots of them to go around. I don't ever want to necessarily like cap out or have to like make new ones. So anyway, yeah, people. It doesn't. It's not bad. Like, if it's a limited run or something, like, cool, man. Like, you got something rare, keep that shit, flip it, do something. But it's yours. Take it. Be not grateful. I'm not saying you're not grateful. I'm saying just like embrace it is what I'm trying to say. This community is super giving, so don't feel bad about winning stuff, because there's people giving shit away all the time. So. And if you win today, maybe you don't win next time and somebody else does, you are good. Don't trip about it. Anyway, I'll reserve you a tea bagger in my LA showroom. I guess I could put it in LA or Kansas City. Just let me know where you want me to reserve it for you, and I'll put it in there. If I don't hear back from you, I'll just reserve it in the LA one. And you just go to the showroom. You'll get a message in your little 3 bars. This thing right here. And you see where mine says 77. That's from all the walls I sold last night. Yeah, just go in there. You'll have a message. It'll say, "Hey, L-Stack reserved, steamy cup of tea," because I can't call them a tea bagger. Upline won't let me. So that's just what I call them. And then you click that, and it'll say, "Hey, here the thing is," and if you click on it, it'll show you the NFT, and then. Sometimes, if it says it's in LA or wherever, just click Los Angeles. Or if it has like a little, what is that symbol? Looks like a GPS symbol or whatever. You can click that, and it will take you to the property, and you just tell your Block Explorer to send there. And then once you send there, you go back into the store, you click the message again, and just purchase the fucking thing for 1 UpX. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. Sir Mitch, nice message. Appreciate it. Check out some of the older content. If you look on the channel, you'll see like what's it called? Playlists, I think is what I put them in, and then there's like some upline for noobs or something like that. If you check those out, there's some tips and shit in there. I haven't done one for a while. I could probably do some more. Probably should do some more, but I haven't in a while. If there's anything you don't understand, do hit me up, and I'll help you out, and I'll do my best to guide you in a wonderful direction. If you want to learn how to use UpXLand, I can help you with that or whatever. Anyway, anybody really. If you need help, hit me up, and as soon as I got time, I'll do it, or I'll make a video and show you guys how to do it. And yeah, definitely want to help people to be successful, because fuck, it can be tricky to navigate this game sometimes. But I think if you stick with it and it vibes with you, it's gonna be awesome. I love this fucking game, man. I'm on it every day. I'm on it while I drive. I try not to do too much while I drive. Something to do, and I shouldn't, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So back to the Block Explorer thing. There's some cool Block Explorers I want to get. I wonder if I can even bring those up. We can fucking talk about it, bro. Announcements. I think it was an announcements. Tracking list is here. Sure. I think this is it. Take me to it. Come on, baby. I'm in the like weird internet zone on my drive, so I'm gonna lose internet soon. So sometimes it has a hard time loading web pages because there's so much data. It's trying though. Look at it go. Ooh, is this gonna be super small? Boogers. I don't want any of this shit. Stop that. Let's make it big, like Wham. Like Wham did it back in the 80s. Make it big. If you've never heard that Wham album, Make It Big, you are missing out. Maybe you got feelings about Wham, but maybe you don't. If you don't, listen to it. It's good. It's a good album. Make It Big, Wham. George Michaels and Andrew Ripley. Killers. Gotta love that coffee. That morning brew to get you going. I'm not really a big coffee drinker, more of a tea drinker, but sometimes you gotta mix it up for the good of the nation. Anyway, there's some cool fucking blockies in here. Oh man, you're not gonna fucking scroll for me, you piece of shit. Come on, just don't be a twat. Just fucking do it. No, don't refresh. Damn it. Don't stop. Just fuck. Alright. I try to do something cool. I just want to look at it. I just want to look at it while I drive. And I want to scroll because it's like there's like 100 of them per page. And there's some neat ones. Some with some fun names. There's this one. Oh shit, what was on it? Fuck. Was it? I like skulls, so like I think it was a skull one. I can't remember, but it wasn't super expensive, and I almost pulled the trigger on it last night, but I couldn't find one in LA. It was like there was some like in Chicago and I need to find it. Chicago and Kansas City and Queens and the Bronx. And I was like, damn it, I don't want to travel all the way out there. Come on, you motherfucker. Don't fucking reload again. I just want to move the page around. I just want to find it. Just scroll. Come on, how many does it say? Yeah, see, 1 of 100. I just want to scroll down. Uh-oh. Road's getting bumpy. Oh, there we go. But now I can't hardly see what I'm looking before. Dang it. Well, fuck. Oh, I just want to find the fucking thing before I lose the internet. Before I lose the internet, which is gonna be like right fucking here. Whatever. It was something that was like very me. I'm like, ooh, this one's cool. I want that one. But I don't remember what page it was on. Oh, damn it. And now I'm not going to get any more to load. Alright, well, fuck it. We'll just go back to Upland. Come to me. What did I do? Oh, that's the right thing. Oh, but now that I've lost... Okay. Anyway, we'll just hang out here on this little... Anyway, so there's some cool block explorers. I need to... I wish you could make a wish list. You know? Or like... Yeah, I wish you could make like an in-game wish list. That would be fucking sick. Of like the things you want to collect. Or if they just had that list like in the game and that like would just check off the ones you got, that would be the best. And maybe you could star the ones that you're really looking for, and then those move to the top of the list. And maybe the ones you already got aren't on the list. I don't know. Like there could be a couple different things you do. I think it would be great. But I understand that for whatever reason, Upland struggles with figuring that out. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. Yesterday, on X, and I hope this X1 posted this thing on X yesterday, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, whatever day it was, talking about, maybe it was yesterday, because I think that's when Zuckerberg, put out that video about not censoring speech. And so I made a comment, and it probably came off shittier than intended. Because I'm not really confrontational. I try not to be. I do like to talk shit for fun, and obviously I'm going to share an opinion. And sometimes when I say, what seems to be maybe something mean, I'm probably not really mad. That might just be, me getting excited or something. But anywho, I'm not so much of like a shitty confrontational person. I'm really open for like discussion and discourse. So I had made a comment on there. I said, hey, when do you think Upland is going to follow suit? Something along those lines. And X1 responds with something like, do we not already, or something like that. And then he talked about how you can see it on X if you look up that thing. I posted some more comments on it last night. But again, it's hard to convey like tone, obviously, in text, and so hopefully it didn't come off shitty. But yeah, basically I was like, well, no, hold on. He said, yeah, I think we do already. He talked about, they're looking for constructive feedback and opinions and such. But if somebody like blatantly attacks them or, breaks the terms of service, they're going to obviously respond in an unfavorable way, which I get. I'm not opposed to that at all. Like, yeah, maybe don't, be super shitty for the sake of being shitty, right? So I did respond. I said, well, hey, like the general feeling from people I've talked to about the way Upland kind of handles criticism has been, not in line with this. If you watch the video I did with Blue Rain, she kind of talks about that. How I cannot remember exactly what it was that she was getting, that she was dealing with on Discord. I don't want to like misrepresent it, but anyway, it was there was some sort of issue with they had the Upland moderators or whoever had with what she was saying, and so like either they like put her on a cooldown or something like this. There was something she was not pleased with. She didn't feel like she really did anything wrong. She was, sharing an opinion, and from what it sounds like in a constructive way. I didn't see the conversation, but based on what I do know about Blue Rain and some of the things that I've seen her say in the past, I don't get the sense that she would be like, you guys are, fucking pieces of shit or anything like that. And I think she told me, you'd have to just watch the video. I need to rewatch it myself. But anyway, so I brought that up, and there's been some other people that had concerns about, going to jail for speaking out against Upland and some of the things that they do or have done. Swarley is one that talks a lot about, his concern for saying too much and potentially getting, sent to Alcatraz. There's been some other people too, and maybe that's just like I found myself in this circle of people that have had, strong opinions that I don't have found themselves in a weird way with Upland. I don't know. Maybe that's not the general consensus, but I've gotten the sense from the people that I've connected with that there's a deep concern about the way Upland handles some criticism. I've never look. I've said some nasty things about Upland, and nobody's said shit to me about it. Nobody's done anything to me about it. I'm grateful for that. Most of which, so I mean, I guess I mean most of it. But like, if I say, hey, like, Upland, you're a cunt or a pussy or something like that, I don't mean that. Like, that's just me being dumb or whatever. But because again, I'm not looking to like be shitty for the sake of being shitty, but sometimes I like to say things that are funny to me as a joke. Maybe they're not funny to other people, but that's neither here nor there. I guess you don't have to watch my shit, so whatever. But anyway, so then I said, well, that's not even like the main reason why I mentioned it. It just happened to come to me when when I saw his response. But what I was really referring to, like, if you go into the chat, like the chat and like the feed and stuff, it's censored to the fucking high heavens, man. Like, I literally cannot even say, hey, go check out the Vulgar map assets. I can't say that in chat. I can't say that anywhere in the app because if the moderators block it every fucking time. So, like, I have a bunch of MetaVentures that say Vulgar on them. Like, it's in the game. But if I type it in a fucking chat, it gets moderated and blocked. There's some other words that you can't say that aren't offensive at all, that aren't derogatory in any way. Literally, I'm just saying, go check out my showroom, the Vulgar map assets, the Vulgar structure ornaments, Vulgar whatever, right? Or even check out my YouTube channel, the Vulgar Uplander. I can't do that either. And so that's really what I was commenting on. Anyway, so I responded with that. I said there's a couple things. There's this thing, this like the feeling and perception I do believe is reality. Whether Upland has true intentions to not be so strict or whatever, or throw people in jail willy-nilly. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's never happened to me. Maybe I'm getting a skewed perspective from other people. I don't know. Just saying. That is the vibe that I've got, and whether it's true or not, perspective is reality, or perception is reality, and I think that earns the right to be addressed in some kind of way, because I don't think anybody, Upland as well, necessarily wants this negative perception. If that is truly not their intent, and that is truly not what they're doing, the perception, at least for a chunk of people, that's not accurate, right? Whether it's factually accurate or not, the perception is that it's not accurate. And I think addressing that in some kind of way, and I would love to address that. I would love it if I could get X1 or somebody from the community, or even Dirk or Adon, and just talk about that stuff, like, openly, not confrontationally, just like, hey, this is the perception, like, here's a scenario, like, without, sharing personal or private information, or, just kind of speak on it, just to try to eliminate that perception, if that is in fact not the truth. Because like I told X1, I said, hey, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I want to give Upland the benefit of the doubt that what you're saying is true, and that no, that is not the way you want to handle business. And I want to give people the benefit of the doubt that what they're feeling and seeing is truth as well. That's just who I am, right? So I think having an open conversation about some of those things would be really great. And again, I don't want to sit and argue about, like, hey, you're wrong, I'm right. I just want to have a conversation about it, and try to clear up any misunderstandings, if there are misunderstandings. I think that'd be really, really valuable for the community. I think it'd be really valuable for Upland as a whole, just speaking out on some of those things, because I think sometimes people have things to say, and it's not the people that you necessarily want to hear it from, maybe advocating for Upland or whatever. X1, you want to hear from X1, 100% you do. When he speaks, people listen. I think that's really important. I think that he's got, well, I would hope, again, going to give him the benefit of the doubt, that he's got a really good pulse on the community. I believe he does, right? He's, community, oh my God, I can't remember his title. Anyway, community leader or whatever. I had it a few minutes ago, but I'm drawing a blank on it now. Anyway, I would love it just to have that open conversation, and just, give it the time that it needs to just hash out. And again, not in a combative way at all, but just as a informative way. I would love to do that. Hopefully maybe we can make something like that happen. I don't know. I've never attempted to reach out for that specifically. So anyway, hashtag 2025 goals, right? Maybe get X1 on, or somebody from Upland, and have conversations about, perception versus reality, and see if we can clear up some of those misunderstandings. And because look, everywhere you go, there are those misunderstandings. Like, I'm a manager, and at the facility I work at, and there's misunderstandings all the time. That there's just some things you can't tell people. Like, I can't tell people, like, hey, the agency is going in this direction. I'm being forced to do X, Y, and Z. This is my version of that to meet the standard. So that way I can, kind of bridge the gap between what they want and what is actually feasible here on the ground floor. And then they're like, you're doing fucked up shit, and I don't like that you did that. And me, I can't just, like, I'm not going to throw the agency under the bus. That's just not my style. I'm like, yeah, man, this is just what we're doing. This is the direction of the agency, and this is the way we need to handle it. And so this is what we're going to do. And I'm sorry you don't like it, but if you don't like it, this might not be the job for you. And I don't mean that in a shitty way, but, like, sometimes you got to do shit you don't want to do. I got to do shit I don't want to do. I got to deal with shit I don't want to deal with. I got fucking gaslit the other day. I had to deal with it. Fucking move on. I don't like it, whatever. I made the correction. It's not the end of my day or the world, and I'll fucking deal with it. It's not a big deal. Nobody was mad or in trouble or anything like that. just something that was annoying. Had to deal with it. That shit happens all the time. And some people take it really, really poorly, and some people take it fine. Like just brush it off, no big deal. And you're gonna get that everywhere. I think you're gonna get that in Upland. I think we have a lot of that in Upland. I think we have a lot of people that just brush it off too. Like it's not a big deal. It doesn't affect me. Moving on. But again, the people that it does affect, and some of those people are outspoken, and some of those people, want to be heard and want to get questions answered. And I think, to some degree, those questions deserve to be answered. At least to clear it up. If what you're doing on either side is with true intention and like in good faith, I guess, then yeah, I think you should be able to defend that. And if Upland's got to put someone in Alcatraz because of something they did that they don't want to disclose because it's not our business, then I think that's fair too. Like, there's lots of, like, I'll tell staff sometimes, I'm like, look, I can't tell you about what happened or why, this person got in trouble. Everybody knows that person got in trouble, right? I can't tell you why they got in trouble, but trust me when I say, like, it's warranted. Like, can't tell you what it is. Obviously, they're on leave for some reason. It's valid. Just give me the benefit of the doubt that we're not doing anything shady, okay? Until I've done something shady, give me the benefit of the doubt that I'm not doing anything shady. So, or until you can prove it, I suppose, because I think some people think that shady things are happening, and maybe they are. I'm not saying they're not. But until you have definitive proof that something shady has happened, give people the benefit of the doubt. Whatever. At least that's me. That's just me. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Anyway, so again, I was talking to X1 on X a little bit. I don't know if he's responded yet. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But I did also reach out on Discord just to say, hey, thank you for responding, and I hope I wasn't coming off any kind of way because I wasn't intending to. Because I'm just not that kind of. I'm not that kind of guy. I want to gain information kind of guy. I'm not like, hey, I want to fight with you just to fight with you. I'm not some keyboard warrior, fucking asshole piece of shit like you see some of these people on the internet that just want to blast people and never want to talk to anybody in front of their face because they're afraid they're gonna get punched in the fucking mouth, like they should. There's a lot of keyboard warriors out there that need to get punched in the mouth. They just think they can say whatever the fuck they want. Probably like this asshole that confronted me yesterday. He's probably never been punched in the mouth. Maybe he has, I don't know, but he definitely deserved it yesterday. And I guess we're all fortunate that it was at the grocery store when I was bagging my groceries that we didn't have to go that route. But because I don't want to fight nobody. I'm a non-confrontational kind of guy, but I am not going to sit there and just let somebody say some fucked up shit like that. And what's also kind of crazy is nobody in the whole grocery store, all these people staring at me, nobody was like, hey dude, that's enough. I mean, he went on for a long time, and just cussing and saying just wild ass shit. Not one person was just like, dude, that's enough. Now, I wasn't going to do that because I think he was looking for me to get mad or looking for me to respond so he could do something, so he could justify. I know how these fucking idiots work. They want to say some shit, and so that way you respond, so that way they feel justified in what their next action is. And I don't want to give anybody that ammunition, especially when I'm already the target, when I don't want it to escalate like that. And I never want it to escalate like that. But, I think there's certain situations, like if this was in front of my family, it would have been a different story. Like, my family would have been there, I'd be like, that's enough. Like, you're done. You need to stop. And maybe I'd call the police or something. I don't know. I'm obviously not going to try to fight this dude in the grocery store regardless, but I probably wouldn't just sit there and just ignore him if my family was there, because I don't want my kids to hear that. I don't want my kids to be a part of that, have to experience that. I don't want anybody's kids to experience that. That's terrible. Have some dignity, man. Anyway, I'm not going to continue on with that. But Anyway, it'd be cool to have a conversation with Upland just about perception. I think that's important. Anyway, I don't even remember exactly how I got into this, but it was a nice little chat I had. I didn't have a fucking chat. I just responded to some shit on X. And maybe I can bring it up because I'm about to get back into the internet zone. I've rambled on for so fucking long. We're sitting at 50 minutes here. I can't believe it. How did I pull that off? I got onto a tangent and just talked your little ears off while I drive. Sometimes it's nice though. Sometimes it's good to have these therapeutic moments while you drive to talk through some shit. And especially when I'm going through these dead zones where I don't have internet, I don't have cell service, I can't talk to nobody, it's good to just say shit out loud. You know what looks nice? It's a beautiful day. It's not raining, which is great. The rivers are low. Today might be a really good day for fishing. I might have to go see if I can slay some fishes. Bring home that meat. You know what I mean? Bring home that meat. That salmon meat. Yeah, fuck, dude, I'm about to get back in the internet. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe X1 responded. Maybe it didn't. I don't fucking know. But I want to find out for sure. It is kind of. I think it's 10:22 now. We're at the intersection of 22 and 101, Highway 101. We're in Hebo at the moment. Driving to Tillamook. To the Tillamook. Okay. No bars yet, but it's gonna kick in here in about 2 minutes. Anyway, what else I got going on in the Upland world? Neutral Zone was the other night. That was a good show. Had some good viewers. People got some cars. We gave some shit away. Always love giving shit away. We give shit away every episode. So if you know, Sir Mitch, you keep watching, you're gonna win some more shit, bro. Because we give shit away all the time. Swarley will be back hopefully soon. My Australian brother from another mother. He is currently moving across, well, not across the country, but like, I think he said 9 hours away or something like that. A long fucking ways away from where he was living to where he's living now. I think he's still in the same time zone in Australia, but so that would be good. Maybe it doesn't affect, timing one way or the other, but I think he was going south to Melbourne. I don't know. I should be better about this. But whatever. All right, let's see. Let's check here first. There's an error. Oh, it's because I went in and out of internet. Let's check this. Hold on. Is there a pause button on here? Where's the fucking thing at? Here it is. Let's pause for 1 second so you don't have to see all the weird shit. So just give me 2 shakes. Just give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay? Pause. Well, alright. I went looking for it, and no response yet. That's okay. I didn't get a response on Discord or on X. Not to say there won't be one, just hasn't been one yet. So, and hopefully the pause thing worked. I don't know if it did or didn't. Maybe you saw all the shit I was just doing and you had to deal with some silence. I have no idea. I've never done it before, so this was the first attempt for pausing and unpausing a video. So I'm gonna cross my little fingers and see if it worked. Come on, chatsies. Any new information? Do you guys look at the drops for yesterday? What do you guys think of the drops? For me, I don't know, man. They're just more of the same bullshit, It is what it is. Nothing super special. I probably should change it though, because I think I have some Christmassy thing on there. The reindeer Billy. So maybe we'll go and fox with it a little bit. Go all the way down to the bottom. Oh yeah, 2025 Wonderland thingamajiggers, and I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to the flames, or I don't know. The Halloweeny ones are kind of cool, but I kind of like that exploding. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. This one's kind of weird, and I think strange. I think I'll just go with this one. I don't know why I like that one. I just like the llama head. It's kind of neat looking. All right, we'll save that. Oh, I don't have my little Santa hat on more. Whoa, man, I'm looking at this. There's this truck in front of me, and this alignment is so fucked up. Holy shit. Normally you can't really tell, but this dude looks like he's fucking driving sideways. Like the back end is like really far to the left, and the front end is like driving straight. It's like this. And I'm like, what the hell? Looks weird. Oh, I don't have my spider on my guy anymore. Whatever, not a big deal. Let's look at the old account here. We got $3,656,000 is my net worth. I would really like to get to executive this year. That would be the tits. 305 properties, 53 collections. I grew a lot from. I should go look at what my account looked like last year around this time. Maybe I'll do that next, because I'm sure I have a video up, because I'm pretty sure when I started making videos, my first video I think was when I went into director status, from pro to director, and that's like is that the million UPIX net worth, or million net worth? I think that's a little over a year ago. So I was probably, like 1.3 mil or something this time last year. And so now I'm at, 3.6. I mean, I guess it's not impossible that I make my way to executive. I need 6 million more. But if I grew, like 2 times what I did, I don't know, we'll just say $1 million in a year. Like 3.5x. If I did that right now, I mean, it'd put me right around there. I suppose I could maybe by 2025 be executive. That'd be pretty dope. I'd be down for that. Get up to that 10 mil. I think it's 10 million. Yeah. And then the next one's like 100 million. Yeah. Anyway. I got 10 Sparklet. I need to go put somewhere. I just got last night or this morning. $1.80 in funds. Got my badges. Let's go check the status and see where we're at here with the properties I have shit staked on. So this one, how many days out are we on this one? Oh yeah, that looks nice. Look at that little llama head just staring at you like, look at me. This one's got, let's take a look, see, shall we? 8 days and 8 hours. 88. Can I add 10 more to that? What the hell? I guess not. Oh, I was trying to do a hundo. I don't want a hundo, I just want 10. Whatever. I'll do it later. Not while I'm driving. I won't fuck with it while I'm driving. This is a property I have on the old racetrack. I'm trying to get that built up. I think I built 2 other structures on properties on the racetrack, the last 2 that I built. So this is just another one of those. Trying to make it look pretty, trying to make it look sexy. Just trying to keep it correct, you know what I'm saying? And then the other one only has got like, what is it, 1100 hundo on there. It's probably around the same amount of time for as small as it is. 9 days, 0 hours. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close to the same amount of time. So I got about a week, a little over a week, and then those will be done. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so this Friday, in a couple days, I'm going to have Thank Me Later on the broadcast. On Friday, we're going to chit-chat about God knows what. I have no idea. I don't really plan for these things. I put them on the calendar. I say, hey, let's get on, and we just see where the conversation takes us. No real agenda, you know? I try to remember some things I want to ask, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be great. I'm very excited. He seems like a guy that's pretty easy to have conversations with and chat with, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the week after that, the Friday after that, I have Picasso, who I'm going to have on the program. I believe that's on the 17th. And we'll probably talk racing. As he is, we have sponsored the Time Zone Trio. Has sponsored Picasso. One of his I think he's got 2. He's got Toshak, which is Tosshead and Shacklin, and then he's got the Time Zone Trio, which is myself, Swarley, and Laban. We are sponsoring him for his URL season. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Picasso's my guy. We're rooting for him to go all the way. He's gonna win more than likely. I don't think there's any way anybody dethrones him from the Node Mayhem Truck Series that we're doing on the Boulder Speedway. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So Thank Me Later this Friday. The Friday after that is gonna be Picasso. We'll talk racing. We'll talk URL. Who knows? I don't know what else we're gonna talk about. Who knows? It'll be fun. I can't wait. But anyway, I think I'm going to get off of here. I think I'm going to let you guys go. You've been watching this, if you've made it this far, for an hour and 4 minutes. If you've gone this far, I'm impressed. You know what? For these long videos I do, where I'm in my car just talking, I don't really show you guys a whole lot of stuff. You just have to listen to me gab on about God knows what. Put in the comments a little hashtag action. We'll just do hashtag action. ACTION action. Hashtag action. And then I'll spin the wheel on, I don't know, either Friday or the neutral zone, whenever I remember to do it. And I'll give away a couple things. So if you made it this far, hashtag action. And I'll give some shit away at my next time I remember, which is either Friday or on Monday. So, all right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon on the live side. All right, everybody. Until then, have a marvelous day. Find those silver linings and keep on keeping on. All right, guys. Peace.